Hello and welcome back to final round action from the 2023 Portland Open presented by Latitude 64. Stop number 7 of 15 on the Elite Series and the first ever Elite Plus rated event, paying out 150% of the points. You're watching JomezPro with Nate Sexton, Jeremy Koling, Paul Ulibarri.
What a front nine. Really, if this is a sign of things to come here in the back nine, conclusion of this event is going to be quite exciting. Adam Hammes and Corey Ellis basically matching stroke for stroke on the front nine. So did Aaron Gossage. They all shot 4 under. Pretty similar fashion, too, if you look at those scores. James Proctor falling behind, probably out of the race with just 9 holes to go. But that race is getting tight up at the top. Obviously, Isaac Robinson shooting a really good front nine. And some players with not that many holes left that are probably out of it. But crazier things have happened. Fortunately for those guys that don't have many holes left, there are holes like 10, which are quite birdieable in front of these players here on the final card.
Hole 10, par 4, 7-10 in distance. A bunch of gaps you can hit. There is a mandatory on the right. You're going to see anything from a roller to turnover, straight to hyzer. Just want to get into position so you can go over the bunker into the guarded green. There is also a bush. This looks like a pretty good roller.
Super trusted.
Miss these trees.
This is absolutely annihilated.
Yes.
That is going to be a short pitch zone for Adam. That is all of it. I mean,
I actually wonder, when I said miss the trees, and then when it got that little jump, it might have saved him from the sand that was so smashed.
Yep, totally.
If you do end up hitting one of these guardian trees, that's when it becomes a bit tricky because there is the bunker and there also is a guardian tree on the right that blocks the hyzer. Other than that, probably a pretty easy hole, Jerm. What's that coming in at?
It's kind of on the middle end of the easier ones. It says 13 hardest, so. Air shots for Aaron Gossage and Corey, getting way through the gap. Hit the initial gap. You should have a pretty manageable approach, but if you don't hit your line, these guys are all going to love their shots. Looks like Proctor will be first up after those tee shots. Oh, no, maybe Aaron.
High forehand, just has to get the weight right here, clear the green, and hopefully stick the hill.
Yep.
Pretty good. Still a little bit of a test for him, but well inside C1.
Oh, man. You give him a tournament of those, he's going to win by a landslide. He has had some shaky issues from time to time, but I think he's looking like he's locked in. James is definitely locked in with that approach.
Corey at about 160, I would say, maybe 180. This does need a drop. It gets the drop.
Oh.
It still needs a drop, and what a curl just inside that out of bounds line.
And you can tell it's day 4. You see how fast that spotter got the green up?
Yeah,
I was still pretty worried. Like, this guy he knows what's going on. He knows where the grass is grabbing, what's happening.
Adam couldn't have played that better.
No way.
Big
that
roller,
drive is insane.
And then the smooth, soft nose-up zone to the park job.
How many good shots have we seen him throw with that exact zone? I mean, that thing is becoming pretty famous. That is an airmail over the top, and that is a rarity.
Yeah.
That is a rare sight
You're
from
still
Corey.
up. This putt gets a lot harder considering it's the same exact distance, essentially. But yeah, Adam one time lost that disc, and it was red alert. Big part of his approach game.
There are some mosquitoes out there, so be careful.
Also, what were those bugs? Do you know what those are called, Nate? Those ones that were just in swarms at times. Some kind of beetle or
box
something.
elder bugs.
Box
black and red.
Yeah.
Yeah, box elder bugs.
I knew you would know that. Or you would make up something that I couldn't question. Both are likely.
I could give it a go.
What do you think those were called, Paul?
Those were called boxer gloves.
Made me want to punch him, so yeah, I could see that. Nice birdies for everyone. Unfortunately, Corey unable to connect on his birdie, but the other guys playing that hole exactly how they drew it up. Adam Hammes back up on top by 1 stroke.
Hole 11, par 5, 1,145 feet. A couple different options off the tee. Tight gaps that give you a chance for backhand hyzer, up the middle, roller, all kinds of things. The real fun shot of this hole, though, is the second. Assuming you get through that gap, then it's just bombs away, down the hill. Try to get anywhere near this little bowl. Beautiful green. Just a beautiful hole in general. When you're up there 700 feet away, that basket just looks so tiny down there under all the trees. One of my favorites. Hand up the middle with turnover.
Okay, not necessarily interested in getting 450 off the tee, but a good, clean, near 400-ish is really all he was trying for.
Don't really like where it landed, though.
No.
Looked pretty well behind that tree.
Aaron did this the previous round, and he threw it too far.
Yeah,
there is a mandatory over there, and it made an awkward shot where he threw that roller. Does look like this is a bit inside, but I'm still curious to see what this is going to look like down that hill. And hyzer the whole way. Will it hold?
There is.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh, man.
James Proctor. That is just an absolute thing of beauty, folks.
Are we going to be able to see maybe somebody give this a go right here?
I mean, what else could he do? That's like on the way down the hill.
Mm-hmm.
He's 5 back. I mean, he has to do something. You know, I mean, this is an opportunity that this is one of the easier holes in the course. You're not going to be getting strokes on the leaders with a birdie.
I think that the shot that Corey just threw is going to have a chance to do it as well, because he'll be able to throw straight turnover, get that angle down.
And this, is that a flick roller?
It certainly turned into one.
Yeah, I don't know if that was intentional or not. Yeah, he doesn't like that. I mean, if he put just a little bit more angle on it, that could have been really, really good, actually.
That looked to me like it's going to be over there by the basket of 12. Like, that looked like a lot of cut. We'll see.
Yeah, so maybe if Proctor does get a birdie, he would get a stroke on the leader. But in general, I think that he's got to be thinking, how can I get strokes in bunches at this point?
Goose is down on the bottom level, all the way down there.
That's huge.
Basket high, and here we go. James Proctor. What line does he want here? Wide hyzer. I don't know that can reach it.
No, he's got to go down the middle if he's trying to play for the 3. But, I mean, goodness gracious, he's got the power. He is basically, he's going to be well, that's about pin high in 2.
Yep.
That is smoked.
Yeah, that's good distance.
Farthest we've seen so far, but Corey's last to throw. And he is going down him. Oh, too much turn.
But I love the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Those drives are crazy.
And not a single roller. It's actually a pretty decent roller line off the tee, and not one player going for that.
I think, Jerm, it was a bit windy. And so the roller was getting pushed from left to right, and it was tough to keep it going straight.
And here is Adam's third shot and getting through, and he is pin high 23 feet to the left. What a third shot.
Yeah, forehand drive, stand still forehand second that wasn't even thrown that well.
Wow.
And then the hyzer gets him down there. What a recovery. Opportunity to birdie.
Corey's got a look here.
For the eagle.
And he put some body English behind that one. It's just too far with too low of a ceiling. Good effort nonetheless.
Take that birdie all day.
And Gossage, the closest of the bunch. What does he have? I mean, that is a great effort. In the end, 0 eagles on hole 11 for the 3rd and 4th round.
Super fun hole. I mean, this might go into my Dream 18.
Yeah, especially with the beautiful view of Mount St. Helens in the background. I think that you could actually get a little glimpse of it as one of the drives was going off to the right. Might have been Aaron's wide tee shot. Go back. If you missed that one, go back and look at it. It's a really beautiful view from here in person.
Bunch of just birds. I guess this one's really protected from the tee. You got to hit a gap, and then after that, you're going to make something happen. We saw, Adam land underneath the trees there, but he was still able to manufacture a way to get the birdie.
Speaking of Mount St. Helens, I think there's a... Oh, what? Well, hold on a second. Let's get a little chase card check in here with Isaac Robinson. And that looks pretty Isaac Robinson-like. Is that on? Yeah, it's on hole 15.
Yeah, great shot.
Going up the gut. He's doing some good things over there, but the story about Juliana Korver is she made it up to lead card in FPO, and one of the girls was talking about Mount St. Helens and how it blew like 40 years ago, and Juliana's like, no, it was 43, and I remember the day, or however many days, or however many years ago it was, and she's on the lead card competing, talking about stories of a volcano that erupted 40 years ago. It's pretty incredible stuff.
Yeah, 43's right. She knows.
All right, little par 3 action here. Keep it low. Try to get a skip. If you can air it all the way there, that's great. But there are 2 Guardians that really protect this one. I don't think this is going to do it, but he will have a chance for a long putt.
Yeah, I think he's made longer this round so far. Or right around that range at least a couple times. Aaron, too high, and that limb will never get hit again. Cue of the course maintenance joke.
It's a very low ceiling. That's why you'll see some players go to this roller. This is looking really good. Going to curl right back around.
How much does it get back? Yeah. Beautiful.
Great shot.
Technical masterpiece there from Proctor. Corey loving that line, laying down a little bit tighter roller. This looks like it just needs to beat the tree and slow down. And oh yeah, okay.
Wow.
Anything you can do, I can almost do as good as you.
That's nice of you to say, but you're a talented guy.
Gossage, 5 down in the last 6.
All right, big moment here. Got Corey, backside of the circle over there. A little easier putt.
Oh my gosh, that was so perfect. 6 in a row now for Hammis.
Wow.
Look at, oh my gosh.
Yeah, you describe it. I mean, there's nothing. Jerm, what are we watching there?
I mean, a player like Adam likes the flat putt that doesn't have any flutter on it. And when he's putting well, it doesn't have much flutter on it. That was essentially perfectly stable all the way to the middle, low. It's just no hesitancy in any part of that stroke. Just perfect.
That's big sledge dropping hammers is what it is.
That's the better way to put it. Corey, 5 of the last 6. This card is getting it together. They're figuring it out. We had a lull from our group in the 3rd round, and we are not lulling the 4th. We said that number after 2 rounds. We predicted 32 to 34, something around that range. We'll probably take this down. I think at this point 34 would be a shoe-in, but if somebody can get to that 32 number, I think I like their chances pretty good.
Hey, Jonathan, catch. Huh?
Warning, low oxygen. Warning, low Jonathan, we're getting an anomalous critical failure on your suit. Could you please confirm status?
Sorry, man.
Warning, low oxygen.
Hole 13, par 3, 455. Nothing in the way except a few late trees at the end. No OB, just need to throw the disc 455 feet, try to swing it out right, challenge the trees as late as possible, in my opinion, to preserve a circle 2 look if you get a little unlucky.
Right to left wind. Putting this on anhyzer is what you need to do, but you have to have a stable disc to fight it back. This is looking pretty stable. I don't think it's going to be able to come all the way back, though.
I mean, he doesn't even care at this point. He's in circle 2. But that is a long way out. It might even be outside circle 2.
Well, Jerm, if you're being honest about not seeing this place, I got to tell him the honest truth. You know what that is? It's 2:30 a.m.
Circle's edge for Corey Ellis. Yeah, late night in the Jomez booth for sure.
Late night, but action's good. The action is good.
It's my caffeine right now. Enemy at the gates for Proctor.
Just a tough one, man. There's so many trees in here. It's hard to really have your disc dialed at that distance to be like, okay, yes, I'm picking this gap. I'm going to throw it on this angle, and then I'm getting through there. I think this is one
looking so good.
I think this is one where you're trying to hit that anhyzer, flex it out, backside, miss all the trees, just like Aaron just did.
Yes.
That is, I don't want to say perfection. It's not bullseye, but that's about as good as it really can ever look.
That was kind of stabby. It didn't look like the regular old Hamas.
Still had a chance. It was chancing it a bit. Big putt for Proctor. Looked pretty good. The pace was decent.
Yeah, we haven't seen a deep one from Proc yet, and he's known for that. You see the angle that came out? That was beautiful. This is a huge putt here, though.
Yes.
For Corey to gain one on Adam.
Yes. I got to be honest, it didn't look his normal delivery. A little unbalanced there, but he had a good action out of the hand, pushed through any nerves that he might have been feeling.
Yeah,
and got under the band.
I felt a similar way. A little bit more flutter than we're used to, maybe.
Yeah.
It just didn't look.
He willed it in.
Yeah, he did.
And you got to will them in.
You definitely do.
We're getting to the point where will starts to take over because those nerves, since these guys are all in it, that nerve factor, especially for Corey, who has been there and fallen at the finish line multiple times.
As much as you would like it not to change your form, it has a way of doing it. It has a way of tightening you up a little bit.
I think it's why we are just so amazed at Paul Macbeth's run for the last 11, 12 years. It's just in those moments, that's when he brought his best stuff. And it just is so unlike every other player, it seems like.
But it is kind of like the greatest players of all other sports that have ever existed.
Yeah, true.
It's just kind of that clutch thing that some people have, and those that do, and those that put in the work generally have careers that are pretty easy to remember.
Second hardest hole in the course, 14. If you can get through here with a birdie, that is going to pay some serious dividends coming down this stretch because there are going to be bogeys. Had 4.2 average, 845 feet. You got to get this thing moving so far right off the tee, but there is out of bounds right and long. And don't forget about this mandatory. Beautiful.
Too much anhyzer?
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. But look at it flatten.
Beautiful, right?
I think so. I think it's huge.
Oh my gosh, we were talking about how that's even farther than the round 3 drive.
And it's kind of an overstable disc. Like, it's pretty amazing trust.
Yeah, and one thing that we're not even mentioning, this is the easier shot, the sidearm through the gap, of course.
Yeah.
But if you look at that tree on the left, it sits closer to the tee pad than the other one, which makes the anhyzer angle super tight to fit.
Yeah.
So you have to be, that shot that he threw was crazy aggressive and a very, very small gap, even though it looks big.
He dissected it too. I mean, that was right down the middle.
Smushed.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Is that fighting? I don't know if it has enough. Is it? Oh, wow.
Wow. So close.
I think Adam's walking back looking cool, but I think inside he's like, oh, that was too close.
Very good.
Yeah, there's nothing you can say about that other than that's just
Good.
golden. 4 wonderful drives.
I mean,
Wonderful drives.
yeah, you're not gonna. You could bring your weekend group to this course, sit on that hole, and miss that gap all you want.
Oh, boy, this
This
is pulled way right. This
There's
is
a
bunker
big
bound.
bunker.
Oh, just getting
Ooh,
over.
Nice. And all the way in.
Oh, wow.
That
Aaron.
was so wide. The power.
Aaron is looking calm right now. He is looking dangerous.
You got to be careful because coming too inside, it is easy to find the out of bounds kind of deep left.
Proctor finding deep C1. Might be obstructed, might have an open look.
The route to get in here is deeper, though. You don't want to take on those trees early.
Yeah, it's a kind of like you throw it straight and then stall in late. Adam Hammis, after giving up 1 to Gossage and Ellis on the prior hole, in danger of giving at least Gossage, who's up there putting for the birdie, and potentially Corey, if he throws a good approach, another stroke.
Ooh, not a bad bounce.
Things just got to go your way at some point. Obviously, mostly skill involved, but every once in a while in a tight race, you got to have luck on your side as well.
When you don't, you got to hit putts. Not able to do it right here.
Proctor able to hit putts.
He's just 24 under par, which is such a great score. That's tied for 7th right now with holes to go. Like, it seems like he struggled this round, but
I mean, averaging 6 down a round with 4 more to go.
Great birdie.
Yeah, nothing hesitant about that one.
I think with James, coming in, we mentioned 50% from C2. I don't know that he's hit one yet today. So that's kind of the difference for him this round. I think he's putting the disc in spots. He just hasn't quite connected on that putt that would take him a couple more strokes up in there to where he's kind of in contention still with a couple holes left to go.
It's 7 down in last 9 for Gossage.
we got a 3-way tie now, as long as Adam can knock this down.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see here what's going on with Isaac as well from the chase card. It's kind of hard to keep up with the pace that these guys are putting up right now, but he was putting together a really solid round from chase card. But wow, the level of play, 3 birdies on hole 14. I mean, Adam with a long putt. I mean, he had a chance to star frame 14.
Yeah.
That is just absurd.
Easily could have been 4 if he
come
just
play
sneaks
this
through,
hole. All right, let's check in here. Okay, Isaac Robinson just won back with only 1 hole to go. It's going to be really tough for him to put a mark up unless he can get an eagle on 18. It is eagleable. People were getting that one in round 1. Big par 5.
Talk about the Sexton Firebird here, Nate. This is a perfect shot
really
for it.
Yeah, it's nice for that overstable fairway for sure. I think the biggest gap is that right-hand forehand thrown on Anheuser, thrown firm over at the out of bounds, and then swinging back late. It's a really good distance for that speed class of disc.
Corey going way left. I don't know. Yeah, he hit a tree. I think he's trying to take that up the middle.
Yeah, I agree.
Just got to sit back and watch the 2 guys you're tied with and see how they play it. Wow.
Man.
Wow.
That's pretty dang good.
Gossage is, yeah.
It's incredible. I
He
mean,
has emerged, huh, in the last 2 years.
yeah, and just like we were saying yesterday, the fact that he doesn't throw the flex forehand is, and parks it. You know, like unquestionable choice, but surprising to me still.
And Adam will be showing that line. I don't think we saw anyone in the third round do it either. So this is the first time we're actually going to see this line.
Hard to film.
Actually, maybe Calvin did, but either way.
But it's the biggest, widest area, and look at this thing. Just
Yeah.
swing right back in. Never all that close to trouble.
Well, that is not what Corey Ellis needed to see.
Has a long look here. About 85.
Yeah, he's just going to have to hope to get one on 16, which is a bonus birdie. Oh, wow. Good effort from deep. Take your time. Go through your routine. Pretend like it's your backyard. Deliver the putt. Perfect.
Nice.
Can't make any mistakes right now. I don't expect them to. They just seem so locked in. This doesn't feel like nerves. It feels like energy, ready to get the next birdie.
Ooh, good catch.
Got it. Looking ahead to what we have left. 16, as you said, bonus birdie, over 400, par 3, obstructed. Pretty tough. 17, I would say, really tough.
Very tough.
Long, a lot of tricky gaps at the end. 18, I would say, fairly easy hole, but with blow-up kind of potential. A lot of out of bounds.
And eagle opportunity, too.
Yeah, it's very compelling as a finishing hole because there's a lot that could happen there.
Mm-hmm. And I just can't imagine someone, if you're in contention for the lead,
here we go.
This is important right here.
So this is the tee shot of 18.
And you gotta be thinking right now, if you're Isaac, looking at the scores, seeing how well they're playing, I gotta go for eagle. But to drive that far to the right, I don't think he's in position.
Neither do I. The mandatory is going to force him back.
Yeah, and ooh, wow. What was that shot?
I'm not sure. Might have caught a tree. Birdie's still in play.
Yeah, and he's just got to get the birdie and just, wow, he's definitely not guaranteed a birdie.
Just getting close to lines out there.
Okay. Wow. What a round. What was the final score?
28, I think.
Yeah, but he started at 18, so that's 10 under?
Mm-hmm.
So tying the course record that Adams shot in round 3. Three to go.
Here's that 16th. Take us through it, Yuli.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, it's a bonus birdie. These guys are playing well, though. They're going to have to go with that wide hyzer or right down the middle. Left to right wind kind of knocking it down. So I do feel like they're going to be playing that right gap, a lot of them. Maybe a sidearm, depending on how Adam's feeling. But here's that wide hyzer. Playing 400. You really got to hit the fat
nailed
part.
it. That's nailed it. He just...
Yeah, it's just tough to get it to swing all the way back. And it looks like he did it.
Yeah. Adam high inside, but
Fighting.
pretty dodgy. Missing all the obstacles, coming up a little short, but actually not too far away. I would say probably 35 to 40.
Yeah, that checks out, I think.
This is do or die time with the two players in front of you by a stroke. Putting, you got to get one close. That's a great shot there from Corey. That keeps him in it.
Proctor fighting for that fourth place finish, and that's going to hurt. Fifth place, sorry.
Should be a pretty simple hyzer approach for the par, but got to get it right. And is that parked or short?
I think it's decent. body language says not a crazy different than what he expected.
Ooh,
Wow.
this guy's locked in.
Putting pressure on.
I had no doubt in my mind before he stepped up to that. The way he's had those little step putts today, they've all been just fired at the pole.
I mean, that thing hit so hard.
Lost a tooth there.
Ooh.
Wow.
Chicken wing.
He did have more
How's
trouble.
that for body language, Nate?
See?
Come on.
Told you he wasn't worried about it.
Let's go. Proctor is in the building with the par putt there on 16.
That was cool.
Does he know?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oof.
It's been a theme this week.
It has, but he's putted so well today.
No.
I think that's his first miss in the circle.
Well, I'm saying Spitz. I'm not saying
no,
him.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, that's a tough one to take.
Yeah.
I'm heartbroken, man. That's just too good. It's too good to be so bad.
Especially after Proctor's just throwing in chicken wings. Adam's smoking it off the pole
Yes.
high.
Yes.
The card's vibing, man, and that just really takes the wind out of your sails a little bit. Two players tied, one shot back of Adam. Another big jump putt. Man, his putt has kept him in it to win it. Hole 17, par 4, 830 feet. Big tee shot. With a good tee shot that gets past that first row of trees, you're going to have anywhere from 400 to 350, depending on how. I don't think anyone is going to get that close. But it looks like a little tailwind, perhaps.
There's tailwind. These guys are going with the roller, too. These could go pretty big. And another thing is tournament juice on the lead card, final holes.
Sure.
There's a little extra something in there.
But I don't know that it's going to take a little something extra to get birdie from where Adam just landed.
yeah,
I mean,
well,
that's so far.
Door open. Door huge opening right now for Corey and Aaron. This is looking to be challenging the tree line. Yeah, and that's door shut. That is such a hard birdie to get from back there. But Aaron, is he lying down a roller? Looks like he's got that lined up.
Lot of
I like this.
nice angle here.
Love this.
Screaming.
Yeah, so I think that is going to be in that 340 to 360 range. Very doable approach. Super late cut thrower.
Gotta watch out for the Mando over there, too.
Did he miss it? I don't know what the heck happened there.
Yeah, me neither. Maybe he made it, and we just aren't seeing it.
Adam, he's just got to be thinking, get up through there, get myself within 100 feet to jump putt. That's essentially what he's done.
Yeah, that's in that neighborhood. That's about 100. Did not miss the Mando. Wow. Pretty great shot.
That was a really
That
great
was-
shot.
That's cool.
And he hugged it really close to the tree to get maximum distance. That was really well done. Corey's got to be getting hyper aggressive here. He does not want to have to put himself in a position to get the eagle on 18.
Just such a tough lie. Doesn't have a real swing at it.
I mean, certainly you can't say it takes him out of it, but that's tough. He needed that stroke.
This is a pivotal shot. There's the basket, straight ahead, goes wide. Skipping up just beyond the basket. Fantastic.
That looks short too. That might have been inside that 360 mark, Jerm.
Yeah, I think he was closer to 320, if not.
His drive was huge.
Yeah, it might have even been 310. That blows my mind that somebody could get that far in this situation. That's really well done from Aaron.
Not only that, but it kind of flipped fast. It's not like it was like gradually flipping up and did the whole thing. It kind of just flipped really quick.
Must have been a stable disc.
Yep.
Adam with the jump putt approach to
Oh
35
my gosh.
feet. 35 short.
Wow. As Michael Scott would say, oh, how the turntables. Not out of it.
Yeah, Corey's just kind of left himself at that 85-foot mark a lot today, I feel like.
This is Adam to save par.
Wow. Okay. 1 stroke lead with 2 to go. And now he's going to find himself trailing if Gossage can tap this in.
Pretty fancy par from James.
Huge putt here for Gossage. I mean, it's 20 feet, but a lot on the line. We saw what happened at OTB. There you go.
They don't spit out when they're at the bottom of the chains like that over the rim. Wow. I don't even... What was... James Proctor had a bogey somewhere sometime, but that's the only other red on the card today.
Yeah. But what a
moment.
big-time birdie to flip-flop the lead. Gossage now goes to 18, 1 shot clear. Controlling his own destiny.
Yeah. And Corey Ellis and Adam hoping for a slight slip up in Aaron's game, but man, he hasn't shown any signs of letting up in the last 12 holes. It has been a clinic. I mean, he is playing this course like a genius.
1,000 feet, get over the water. You see that mandatory on the right. Important to be left off the tee, especially if it becomes necessary to attack for eagle with the roller second or perhaps big turnover. So you're going to see these guys push a lot of distance out of this gap, over the water, swing left.
Obviously, first things first, get out the gap. But then after that, it's an interesting play about seeing who has to throw first.
A big shot here for Aaron. He needs to get into position. We also saw in the last round how easy he made it just throwing sidearm into the green and had not even maybe even a jump putt in.
That's a good long tee shot. I think the other guys want to go longer off the tee so they can see what Aaron does with his second. And Corey will outdrive Aaron because that thing's got the heat, but not
Terrible lie.
not where he wanted to land.
He's right and he's glued to the tree.
That's most likely going to be a forehand. I mean, especially with the mandatory, he still has to concern himself with.
Here's what they want, where Proctor has a pretty good spot there. It's just tough because in this position, you don't want to put too much hyzer because it's right to left wind. You don't want it to go out of bounds left. So they're pushing it straight as far as they can. Even this one's getting a little turn, but I like this.
Yeah, it's got that late bite that he needs, and that's going to put him in a really good spot.
Yeah, that's a good spot right there. He'll have decisions. There's roller opportunities from there. There's big turnovers, even a sidearm to the bottom.
Aaron's just got to keep this one inbounds.
Don't really want to see this get flat.
Yeah. Don't need to get too much distance.
Nice. That's nice angle.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Putting the pressure on Adam and Corey. I mean, they've got to imagine that's going to be pretty easy chip up and down for Gossage.
Yeah, I think they know what they have to do.
Yep.
Once you get to the bottom of the hill, it's a chip up there. This needs to get down for his sake.
Ooh.
Proctor keeps it in bounds. But yeah, they got to go. They
Yeah,
got to figure out how to go.
Yeah, and that's why they had to drive longer so they could see where Aaron's shot goes. Now Adam knows what he has to do.
I don't like it.
Needed to.
Oh, no. Adam Hammis overcut.
I feel like I like the turnover better from him from there.
I mean, just 10 minutes ago, this guy was sitting on top of a mountain. So, Corey, what does he have from here? Roller.
Gone.
Wide.
Gone. Early.
Man, that's heartbreaking, but Aaron's got 100 in
Yeah.
now for the win. Put it under the basket.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything is in the past. All the OTB stuff, everybody's talking. Makes a nice putt on 17. Put this bad boy right under there.
Yeah.
Walk home a champion.
Control your heart rate. It's a shot you've thrown 100,000 times before. Just a little closer. Yeah, a little bit hard to do everything that you've done in practice in that situation.
There's Corey giving him a nice fist pump. Nice shot, he says.
So at this point, you got to force Aaron to make it by sticking this putt to save par. And he does.
And that's actually for birdie.
That's a
Oh,
birdie.
yeah, you're right. You're right. Birdie. I'm sorry. For the
roller?
4.
Oh my gosh.
What
For
a
the
putt.
4.
And now Aaron's putt just got twice as far.
Oh my gosh.
What a putt.
Way to never say die, Adam.
Aaron for the win. Didn't get the lift.
That is on the approach. I mean,
Absolutely.
obviously you want to step up and say, I want to make this putt in the moment. But that is on the putt. That is on the approach, excuse me. You got to put that one closer.
Wow.
What a performance, Corey. It was a pleasure playing with you in the first round, and you were a joy to watch this whole tournament. Kept your head up the whole time. Fought till the end. Congratulations, Corey, for another great tournament. Your day will be coming soon.
Nice tournament from James as well.
But it will be extra holes.
Ooh, the playoff situation. 1, 2, 3, 18 on a loop.
Aaron Gossage in another playoff for an Elite Series or Major. This one is an Elite Series Plus. The smile's right there. There's a pain somewhere deep in that smile. He knows that that's an up and down he's going to do every single time, especially as well as he played the last 12, 11 holes. But either way, he's in the playoff. Adam Hammis, a proven winner.
But he's going to assign you a side. Whoever side wins goes first. So there's no choice or anything like that. And Brian, you can assign the sides and flip one in.
That's fine.
All right. Adam, you're going to be heads. Aaron, you're going to be tails. Heads. Tails. We're going to do it right here on the tee. All right, gentlemen. Good luck. It's heads. That's Adam. The order is Adam and then Aaron.
I gotta say, I like Aaron's momentum on this hole. Not momentum in the tournament, but I guess what I'm saying is I like his game plan. Sidearm in. Adam's going with a super aggressive turnover if he does what he did to start the tournament off today. That can get squirrely.
Absolutely.
Is hole 1, 2, 3, and 18 on repeat. This is sudden death to determine a winner.
Just as with the putts we just saw, though, Adam going first, an opportunity to kind of throw down the gauntlet, to put the pressure on Aaron with a big drive right here. A lot of turn.
A lot of turn, a lot of height.
He needs to get down.
Off the path.
Wow, what on earth are you going to have from over there, Adam?
It's tight. It's tight. There are routes to get to the pin, but they're awkward.
But like you said, Nate, I really like Gossage's play. The hyzer is such a comfortable shot for him. There's really nothing that stands in the way for him to go power forehand as far as he can. Juice this one. Okay. And did he hit that tree?
Maybe just barely.
Looked like it, yeah. Because, I mean, for that to clear where it did, that looked like my arm speed. And Aaron Gossage has about 30% more.
50.
All right, chill.
All right, they got to move everybody away.
Backhand.
You saw what he did on 15.
But this is not the approach he's been going with on 1.
Heavy on
it's
the
moving
hyzer.
away. It's moving away. Needs to slow down. Okay. I mean, that's the kind of putt you have to make every once in a while to be a champion. He's put himself in the circle.
I mean, first things first. He's in bounds, and Adam is in a tough spot over here.
Yes.
Look at this stance. This is not his strength. His strength is the sidearm.
Yeah, especially for the approaches. He's got a hyzer line.
Clean release.
Oh, wow.
Better. Closer.
Match play. Pressure's on you.
Everybody, please make sure you are extremely still when they are putting.
Now, what does Aaron have? 30 feet? 35? $35.
Okay, outside the circle. He likes the stepper.
Wow.
That looked pretty good.
It was a good effort.
All right, how close is Adam? Wasn't a good look from that camera
I think he's
angle.
like 25.
Okay.
For the win.
Adam Hammis had it in the bag, lost it, regained it with a huge putt on the 18th hole, and ended up winning it with a great approach in the first playoff hole. And once again, Aaron Gossage is felled by a heartbreaking loss. I hate to bring it up, but I mean the spit out, man.
Yeah, that hurts.
That's just as you can't have that.
But focus on Adam.
I'm so
huge
sorry.
win.
Yeah.
Huge win.
By Latitude 64 champion, Adam Hammond!
First Elite Plus event in the books, $12,500 richer, 150 sweet points.
It's surreal. I mean, my last win was almost 2 years ago. You'll have your ups and you'll have your downs, and sometimes those downs last a long time, but to finally be back on top is, man, that feeling was missed.
You even put yourself in position today. You had to shoot the course record yesterday. You told us, I need to birdie the middle stretch, get 6 in a row. Today you came out, birdied those same 6 holes.
Yeah, that's the stretch I like to score on this course. To be able to go perfect on those for both rounds is awesome.
It's been incredible to see this. You obviously had to charge forward with the eagle attempt on the final hole. You go out of bounds. Did you think you still had a chance when you saw you were 45 feet away?
I thought it was out a little earlier, actually. When I got there and saw the flag where it was, there was definitely a good chance, of putting a good run on it. And fortunate that it dropped, and I put a good bid. So,
Adam Hammond, you're champion here in Portland.
What a win. What a win. I think back to Waco when he was so close and he comes up just a little short with the ace and everything. And I saw more focus in this round than I did at Waco. He never gave up. And what it comes down to is you got to make your putts, man. And he did that this round. Put the pressure on. Had a little hiccup in there. And I also got to say that I'm proud of Aaron. I mean, he would have been 100% in the circle, I think, until 18. And that spit out. He putted great.
He did.
His time. You talk about when time's due, Aaron's is due. But right now, Adam Hammond, a winning performance. First one since 2020?
2021.
2021.
Yeah, when he won the National Tour and the Disc Golf Pro Tour in the same year. One of very few players to ever do that. Obviously, not too many years where both of those tours were coinciding, but anyways, Adam Hammond, incredible stuff all week. Just stayed in there, and then 2 hot rounds going 19 under the last 2 rounds. That's usually going to do it.
Great tournament again this year. Great crowd. Awesome atmosphere out there. Congratulations one last time to Adam Hammond, and thank you to the Founders Club for your support of our coverage. Next tournament up is the DDO in Emporia, Kansas. Jomez will be there. Come on and watch.